Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Pop Art Hunter channel. Today we've got an exciting one. We've got a big box of goodies. It says fragile, please handle with care. There's other little notes on here. Don't open with a knife, which I say to you, you can't stop me. Or maybe you can. I'll try to be careful with it, but I might have to use some blade. I mean, there's a lot of tape. Anyway, let's go ahead and open this up, get started. I think there's a lot of goodies inside. If I remember what it is, I think I do. So let's open her up. Alrighty, the first thing we see, don't use knife to open. The first thing I say to you is, you can't stop me. But the second thing is, if you do it carefully, I think you can open it with a knife. I think what they're wanting you to do is not go, and then possibly cut into items that are in here, which also makes me think maybe didn't use as much padding. But what I like to do, if you've never seen me unbox before, I like to slice open the side here, and then all you gotta do is you just lift up. If you just lift up on this, it doesn't get anywhere close to it, and then you can slowly sort of open it up, and you're not even close to where any of the figures would be. And so that's how I like to open it. And I think that's the general spirit of why they put don't open with knife, because they don't want you to rip right into it. It's like in other videos I've talked about Funko Pops, how you know, you go to the store and they would, you know, have ripped with a knife and it would have cut into the item that was in there. But I think this is why they didn't want me to do it. They didn't want me to slice the back of this beautiful case. Ooh. So, I'm pretty sure, you know, because I do unboxings, I think on 99.9% of the stuff I have. Every once in a while I'll get a box and I don't have time, or I forget, or I'm thinking it's something else, I open up and it ends up being the wrong thing, I don't do an unboxing. I already have one of these deluxe mutant cases. I'm going to see whether this is a better looking one than another one I might sell with them, or I might keep both of them, because these are super big as compared. I'm like trying to show you the scope, and it's not even on camera. They're super big as compared to the other cases. And so really like this. But the good thing about this case, guess what? It's filled with goodies. Okay. So what do we have here? We have a ground chuck. We have a Razor, which I just opened another lot, and I had two Razors in it. This one has a little bit of a loose torso here. I don't know, something's going on there. Might be a custom, but got two of his, and all of them have a chest plate. And usually I'm missing a chest plate on them. We got Toka, and he has both of his shoulder pads, so that's super. So I can probably complete him. We've got a Super Shredder. He's got all of his arm, legs, his shoulder pad, his belt. I've got the accessories to complete him. We have a Razor. Now this is a Razor. This is a Slash. And actually, the interesting part about this is maybe we have we're gonna do a little extra on this video here. So I just got this is a mustard colored chest Slash, and I actually just recently got. I just had it still on the table because I opened it yesterday. We got a yellow chest. So you can see the stark difference between the yellow and the mustard color. The only problem with this figure is it doesn't have one of its shoulder pads. So let's just go ahead and see if we can. The problem with this is sometimes this plastic is a little brittle and it can actually rip off inside of the arm. So I'm going to try to be careful here and see what I can see. It's looking like it. Ooh, I don't know. It's possible that it could rip. All right, maybe I'm going to go slower on this and not do this right now. But I'm going to replace one of his shoulder pads with one of these shoulder pads, so I will have this figure complete, because I also have the purple belt that goes with this and all the other accessories. So I'm going to put him to the side. I thought we'd get a little extra action, but I don't want to rip it. I want to make sure I destroy something. Well, you know, okay. So I'm not gonna argue, because I got a good lot with this figure. Once we open everything up, you're gonna see this is a really great lot here. But this guy was laying in the photo like this. He doesn't have a back on him. They could have at least showed you both sides, or put him on the side and said, hey, that's what's missing there. But we got a mutating Bebop. That's fine. He can go. He's a little fodder piece that we can use for customs or something. Got a Sewer Samurai. We've got a Casey Jones. And then we've got a couple of the Samurai Turtles. This one's missing a head little hat piece. I don't know if it looks like maybe it was just sheared off or glued off. We got Mikey, though, with it. He's got both of his leg pads. There's any arm pads. That looks pretty good. I don't have either of these, so this is nice because that one's complete. This one's not. But I could also maybe use it for... I don't think any of these parts come off. I think these are pretty much... No, they're not molded on, but it might be hard to get them off. They seem like they're pretty well on there. I'd have to probably pry. But anyway, we got a Space Rat. Now we're gonna start getting to the good stuff. Oh, here's his helmet. So yeah, it looks like maybe it was. I think maybe it was glued at one point or something. So it looks like that's his little hat. So anyway, look. So we've got a Forgotten Sewers Don, Dwarf Don. He's got the cape. He's got his little beard. All the horns are intact. Oh, look at him. I've always wanted these, but they're a little bit cost prohibitive. Especially because when you get them with the accessories, they're very expensive. This doesn't have the accessories, but he does have his cape, which is, I mean, for me, that's a nice accessory. That's the one that displays well. And we also got a Savage Leo Forgotten Sewers as well. He's got his cape as well. Looks like, now that I'm looking at, the cape has a little bit of a crack in the side, which is okay. I'll accept that. Because again, all these Forgotten Sewers ones are kind of tough to get. They get to be just a little bit expensive. When they're just a fig all and they're not terrible. But when you get any accessories with them, I know these don't have the accessories, but usually find them with at least one or two accessories, and all of a sudden the price is just shot up. So we got a hothead, and he works. He has all of his shoulder and leg pads, so that's really good because those can command some prices. If you're missing one of these, I can sell them for $10 to somebody just because they need that one. But I'm also considering maybe sending him out for a custom piece. I'm not quite sure yet. Haven't quite decided. And what else do we got? Okay. Yeah, we got some more. This case is just super cool. Yeah, okay, let's see. So we got a Space Usagi. Or no, this isn't a Space Usagi. This is a regular Usagi. And I think maybe this one has, so this is Scumbug, and he has a cape on him, but I think this is Space Usagi's cape. So I saw the cape, and that's why I thought it was Space Usagi. Now I can get this off. I'm almost certain, this is Scumbug, I'm almost certain this is Space Usagi's cape, which I am missing Usagi's cape, and I'm also missing his helmet. And I think I may have just gotten the helmet from an auction, because they had the front part of a helmet. And I think I might have just got that front part of the helmet because I have the back part, or vice versa. I have the small part, I need the bigger part. So we got that. We got a wing nut. He doesn't have any of his wings, but he has his belt. We have a chrome dome. We got another samurai turtle. It's one of the movie 3 turtle. And so this is Raphael. So I got Raphael and you got Michelangelo. Those are complete. And we got the one with the helmet that's sort of missing. And again, it looks like almost like it was maybe at one point glued on because it's got that white. So I think maybe it snapped off and glued on. So probably have to replace that figure. We got a Cowboy Don, Wacky West, Cowboy Don. We have another Ground Chuck. And neither of these are the variant one. Well, I mean, this maybe is a variant, but you see he has like a green brain here. There's one that is actually a silver brain. I actually have that silver one coming, but I got 2 more of those now. And I have another one that's, I have in my main collection. So this is Delta Don, I think his name is. It's from Mutants 2. And then we have the Merdude figure. Now, I do have a Merdude. He is complete. I'm going to check if this one is better quality. And then the other one is 110% getting shipped out for a custom I'm having built. So whichever one is in a worse quality. So you got all these figures. You got a big case. How many? What do we got here? We got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 21, 22, 23, I'll leave him in there, 23 good figures, and then one that is busted. And there was one more that was busted, wasn't there? I thought, oh yeah, this one right here, so I count that. So 22 figures plus these, so you got 24 figures, you got the case. Got some more rare figures, I would put the Forgotten Sewer ones in their own category. They're the most expensive of the bunch, and you have Merdude and Hothead. They're a little bit more expensive. Delta Don with no accessories, not that bad, but still a little bit, harder to find some of the other ones. And then a lot of common figures as well. So this is a super duper good lot. And add it with the case, it's just icing on the cake. I'll be here all week. I was really excited to get this lot because I have been ordering bigger lots that maybe have 1 or 2 or 3 pieces, and I'm like, ooh. And then I take the other figures, I sell them or use them for customs or something like that. So I got a really good price on this, and the Forgotten Sewer turtles, super score for me. I don't have those. I didn't even know that I ever really get them. They're a little bit more expensive. Now these are just the figures. There's no accessories. However, I can get the accessories or just have the figures are really cool. I mean, the accessories for me is that completionist thing. Like you want to make sure that you complete the figure, and they really, some of the accessories don't really add a whole lot to the figure. They don't even hold them that well. They fall over the place. They're easy to lose, and so I'm really about the figures, even though I want to complete them all as well because I like the accessories and I'm a completionist. But mainly the figure is the biggest part for me. So to get 2 Forgotten Sewer figures and all the other stuff that I can use for customs, etc., is super cool. So happy to get this lot. I got it for a good price, and I can't wait to get everything displayed and organized and send things off for customs or sell things, etc., so on and so forth. So thanks for watching the Pop Art Hunter channel. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. Hopefully you enjoy all of our videos, whether it be animation cells or book looks or poster tubings or unboxings of vintage stuff or any sorts of artwork and movie stuff, etc. So like, subscribe, comment, all those sorts of things, and we will see you next time right here on the Pop Art Hunter channel.